how are you all doing today? Welcome back to Mama's Kitchen. Today, I'm going to show you two recipes of what I do with ripe plantains. Guys, I have a collection of, I have a video on how I made this bolly, the roasted plantain. Today, I'm going to do something different. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make the plantain chips, and I'm also going to make the eggs and plantain frittata. Guys, lovely meals. You're gonna love them. You can have this for snack or for a meal. It depends on how you want to serve it. So if you're ready to learn how to do this, let's come into this kitchen and let's make it happen. Come on guys, let's go. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you how I make my plantain chips. When I'm making my plantain chips, I like to use the ripe plantains. Some people like to use green plantains to do this, but I prefer the ripe plantains because then my chips comes out soft and not too hard, easy to bite. So I get my plantain first and I wash them, peel them, and I start to ring them up just like as I'm doing here. Make sure you ring them not too thin or not too thick. If it's too thin, then it's going to burn easily. If it's too thick, it's going to take longer time to cook. So make sure you choose a very nice size. After ringing them up like this, then you start to season. I'm going to be using these ingredients to season today. So I'm going to use first this is my onion powder. You put enough, and then I add my salt and I add paprika. You can also use ground pepper if you want to, but I don't like it too hot, so I just use paprika. And then I use olive oil. You put enough amount of olive oil and then you mix everything together. And then you start to place them on a parchment paper over your baking pan, or you can also use foil paper. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing is that you place them side by side. Make sure nothing is laying on each other. So everything should be on their own space. No chip should be on top of any chip. That way it's going to be cooked evenly than, when it's overlapping each other, then some will be cooked and some will not be cooked. So make sure you put in them well, and then you start to cut off the excess paper. I did not measure my tray before I put my parchment paper, so I have to trim everything off to avoid fire. So I place them in the oven for nothing more than 12 minutes. After that, I bring them out and start to flip them so that the other side could be cooked too. So right after that, all I do is put it back in the oven for, like 5 more minutes, and it's ready. Bring them out, turn off the stove, and that's it. You can eat it anyhow you want to eat it, with chip, with sauce, it doesn't matter. So the second thing is the chicken and eggs frittata. With that, I'm going to be using this ingredient you've seen here. I add my oil in the pot, add my chopped onions, and after about a few minutes, I add my fresh tomatoes, chopped fresh tomatoes, and then I add the green pepper, mix everything thoroughly, and let this to cook for about another 5 minutes or so. And then finally add my chopped habanero pepper. You mix everything and then you start to season. I'm using curry powder, garlic powder, and I'm also using some curry powder and salt. Mix everything and then you taste for salt, and that's it. Cover it and turn off the stove and you're ready. So the next thing is to get your eggs into a bowl, mix it very well, and what you're going to do next is pour the sauteed vegetable into it and mix it thoroughly. After it's been thoroughly mixed, you pour it into a clean baking pan or into a casserole, just like as I'm doing here. And then you start to place the plantain chips over it. And make sure you put it nicely on top of the egg mixture. And once you're done with that, your meal is almost done. What you have to do at this point is just to pop it into the oven. Make sure everything gets eggs, make sure everything is touching the eggs. All the chips are touching the eggs, and you put it in the oven for as long as it takes to get cooked. Just constantly check it to make sure it's cooking or it's getting cooked. After that, when you notice it's cooked, you bring it out, and that's it. That's it, guys. This meal is very delicious. I guarantee you. It's like eating egg and plantain, but then the eggs are not fried. The eggs are cooked. It's really, really delicious, guys. You just want to try it soon. Thank you so much for watching me today. I truly appreciate you guys. Have a great day and see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.